such a strange and amusing place. One day you buy 'em rocket ship underpants, and then the next they're in outer space. Mama, don't you know you keep the whole world turning round?
Having a baby is one of the most amazing experiences of your life.
True, but it can be one of the most expensive experiences of your life.
And I know that wasn't really anything I was thinking about when I first had my babies.
No, neither was I, but that's why, we want to help moms feel prepared for the future financially.
So we, as a part of our New Beginnings series for State Farm, we've invited Eric Hamilton, State Farm agent, to come and talk to us about some of the things we need to do to prepare for our future. Welcome to MommyCast.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so what do moms need to do to prepare for the future financially?
To prepare for the future financially, you have to be realistic on what you want that future to look like 5, 10, and even 20 years out.
So you think you actually are going to sit there and say, in 5 years I want to be doing this, in 10 years I want to be... How many people can really think that way?
I don't know. I can't think what I'm doing tomorrow.
I know. That's hard.
Well, it is hard, but you're right. I mean, I guess it means sitting down and really taking the time to think about it. I mean, what are the different savings options?
With savings plans, what's important is having flexibility and liquidity. You want to be able to get to those funds in case you ever need them. Mm-hmm. So there's CDs or certificates of deposit, which have a short time frame. There's savings accounts, which you can put money into and save for your financial future. And then there's money markets, which may give you a bit of a higher return than your normal savings account will. And you have the access to that money at any time.
So this is different than retirement, though, right? I mean, you're talking about two different things when we're talking about retirement and we're talking about having this kind of liquid savings.
Wait. So are you telling me that I need to save right now for both?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying, not me. Right?
Yes.
So you do need to have a liquid kind of savings plan going, and then you have your retirement, which is just put away for when you retire.
Right.
Right?
That's correct.
Okay, how do you determine how much you should really put away for that kind of liquid rainy day fund?
Well, the first start would be to look at your daily expenses and be realistic with yourself when you're looking at those expenses. Anything more than that, you want to put away into a savings account or somewhere where you can have access to that money in the future.
So say I'm new and coming into your office and I want to sit down with you and I want to discuss my options. What are some of the things that you would say to me and how would you lead me through this?
First, take a look at what your daily expenses are and make sure that we have those covered first. Then we're going to take a look at the coverages that you have. So in case something happens that was unforeseen, that you're properly prepared and that we can face those things without it having a crimp in your lifestyle.
Okay, and I would think, with the current economy, I think the thing that's at the forefront of everybody's mind is loss of a job.
Right.
I mean, how much money really should you put away for to guard against the fact that you might lose your job someday?
Right. I was thinking, I'd heard people say, always have 3 months worth of your living expenses saved.
There's a rule of thumb out there that says someone should have 6 months worth of savings put away, but it's also based on a lifestyle that you lead. If your normal daily expenses are not very much, then maybe you don't need 6 months of income to take care of those things. But if your expenses are high on a daily basis, then maybe you do want to put away 6, maybe even 9 months worth of income away.
Wow, I was proud that we had 3.
Yeah.
We got to get working. So we've talked about how it's important to save and it's important to have insurance, but they kind of overlap sometimes. So I'm just wondering why it's important to have both.
One of the things I like to make sure I talk about with my clients is that we are protecting that investment by having insurance there in the first place. So as you're putting money away into savings, that money's not there for those catastrophic incidents. It's when you have that catastrophic incident, the risk is moved from your money over to your insurance company's money. That way, we're going to assume the most of that risk. So the idea is to have a deductible that you can afford so that you can take care of your deductible and have your insurance carrier take care of everything else after that.
I think it's a good point when you're saying that having insurance actually protects that liquid nest egg that you have put away.
Right.
Because if you don't have the insurance, then that liquid nest egg is the first
Gone.
thing that's gone
Right.
when there's some sort of catastrophic issue.
Right. Got it.
So that's a very good point.
Very good point.
Yeah.
If you ruin a car, as an example, you don't want to use your savings to have to buy a new car. You want to use just a little bit of your money and have your insurance carrier take care of everything else after that, so that you can have your lifestyle replaced to where it was before that accident occurred.
I tell my kids whenever we play the game of life, and they give you that square to buy your insurance, I'm like, buy it, buy all y'all need to buy your insurance, because inevitably if they don't, they get in the car crash a couple squares later, and
Yeah.
it's a good experience. So we start small, because I feel like I'm trying to eat an elephant, and I need to start with one bite. So you're telling me start with just the savings of the 3 months, right? 3 months of living expenses would be a good start to focus on, correct?
Starting with 3 months or 6 months worth of savings
You
put
just
away.
jump straight to 6 months for me? Okay, we'll do that. All right. So, obviously, the more I can do, the better. But once I achieve that goal, then I can work on to the next one. Because it is overwhelming when you think I've got college, retirement, savings,
It is, and it's helpful when you have a financial professional that you can sit down and talk with these issues about.
It's just so hard for us to think down the line. How do you get people to think beyond tomorrow?
Right. Or today, even.
Yeah.
Which is me.
Well, thank you. This has been great. I appreciate all of your input.
Yes. So for more information on saving for your future, check out our website.
MommyCats.com.